Hey, Yetta, who do you know?
For what?
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
We are honored that we've been able to create for you free access to over 603 Life's Inside Track episodes where we share insider tips, making house home, and really how to grow your wealth and live the best life possible. We're going to learn. We're going to explore that we've learned over the past year or so that partnering on investments can actually be great, like get you where you want to go, like nothing else can do.
Exactly. And that's why I'm saying, who do you know? That might be a good person to partner with.
Who do you know? So knowledge, skills, and what else? Knowledge, skills, and
money.
And people. The who, the team. The team.
All those things are important. And when you're picking your team, you want someone that's got knowledge, someone that's got money. Maybe both of you need money or three of you need money. You're going to look for who's got the time to deal with it, who's got the expertise. And that in itself starts to make a great investment group. But what else do you need? Like goals, like vision, like beliefs. Because if you don't have like beliefs, what happens?
Chaos will ensue. They're like right from the beginning almost. And so when we're talking about like what lessons did we learn in this past year, we've been partnering for a long time with real estate investments, but what we learned at a granular level again this year, I think it's a relearning that unless you choose the right partner, and it doesn't mean that if they're not the best partner or the best fit for you in this season, that they're not a great fit for someone else. If you don't choose the best partner, the challenge is even if they have the skills, even if they have the knowledge, even if they have the time, even if they have the expertise, even if lots of other things are really good about it, if you don't have aligned beliefs, it's not going to go well.
No, it's not. And I think...
Can we give an example? Like let's not just talk in theory.
An example. I think it's difficult for me to give an example because I have been aligned with all of my people initially. Now, sometimes beliefs change. Like a belief could be, we're buying this for a long-term hold, a retirement
Is that a
hold.
goal or a belief?
I think that's a belief that you don't sell things, you don't sell off your real estate, you hold it, right?
Buy and hold is a belief system. Buy and hold
is a belief. And so we started that way, but then, one of my buildings, one of the partners wanted to retire. And they decided, we're out. Now, it's interesting. In all three of our buildings that we've purchased together.
With those people?
No, with
we've had
with our partners.
4 or 5, I guess, altogether.
Okay. Well, the three I'm thinking about, each one of those had one of the partners who was property managing, had expertise in it, and had the time available to do it because I recognize that you and I we have the expertise, but we don't have the time to do it.
Nor the desire.
No. So it's interesting. So the one building we sold because one person wanted to retire and they wanted their money out. And at the time, I didn't, and you didn't want to invest more money to buy that partner out. So we sold the property. Another time, one of the people said, it was too much work. It was an old building and it had too much to keep it running. So we ended up selling that building. The one we currently have is working great. We have one partner and they do the property management. We both brought some money to the table. I have expertise in what to do and he has some expertise now that's been building. And where is that one going? It's great.
It's going up in value significantly, right? Mm-hmm. So what is the point of all these three stories? Because when they're all mushed together, I find it's hard for me, never mind for you that's listening, to maybe track with what's the point.
Okay, well, what's the point? Find people and you don't even have to find people. You can do it on your own. I just think with partnerships, you have a greater ability to buy bigger properties and maybe expand what you're willing to do or not willing to do. Like I don't like doing the property management side and don't have the time. So for me to buy another building would be we want to partner with somebody, right? Because that's going to be too much. So there's different reasons for wanting to partner. But what I'm saying is the reason I'm giving you 3 stories is partnerships don't always work out, but doesn't mean I don't do another one or we don't do another one. Right? And we learn evaluated learning from our previous partnership before we buy another building.
Exactly. And so if you're thinking, I want to get in on the investing game, I want to know what this is about, or at least I want to have a clarity call, I want to have a conversation, I want to keep the conversation going, whatever the thought process is, tap into the community just by sending an email together@dekkerteam.com, and we will keep you up to date on investments as well as everything else we talk about on these Life's Inside Track. And you'll actually get information sooner, quicker, faster than just tuning into the radio. Not that we don't love you, do that. Keep doing that and asking your questions. You know, it's interesting. You were saying there was only 3 partnerships in terms of investing, and I realized the others have all been family. We've done several with family members. And so it's interesting that the belief conversation may be a much easier one when it comes to do with family, because if you've influenced them or they've influenced you, or you've been influenced together by the parents that you have, then the beliefs around investment strategies and core value beliefs are probably more aligned, because that's never really been a struggle.
Yes, but there's still the belief of when to sell.
And that, right. And I'm going to talk a little bit and call that more. Sometimes that leads into a goal. What is the goal we have going into it? So you not only want to have the beliefs aligned, like that we're going to treat our tenants fairly, that we're not going to be basically slum landlords. We're not going to be concerned about the money more than we're concerned about the people. Those are beliefs.
Yes.
We're going to do the repairs so that we continue to increase the value of the property, that we're willing to put more money in to increase the value of the property.
Well, that's a different
and
belief.
The rent.
Right? That's a different belief. Are we going to upgrade the building, upgrade the tenants to build a future higher value of the property?
Right. So those are some of the beliefs we're talking about. Get those aligned.
And do we want to re-leverage it to buy another one? Or are we going to just leave it there and continue to build wealth, not as quickly because it's not as highly leveraged? But so there's all kinds of things to consider. And recently we helped a few people get together. One of our clients kind of masterminded it, but we found a great property for it. And that client, we connected them with 2 of our other clients, actually, and they found one other investor. So they've created a nice little group on a nice 8-unit building.
And it was already worth more than we paid for it when we bought it.
When you say we bought it, because
we helped them buy it, and we brought it to their attention, and we actually put it back in their attention.
Yeah. Well, actually, he brought it to my attention first of all because it was in the search. He said, "What about this property?" And I did the numbers on it, sent it back to him, and said, "This is great." And then it was 2-3 days later, he hadn't gotten back to me. He was busy, I guess. And I said, "Well, what about that property? It looks fantastic." And so we re-looked at it, and he goes, "Yes, let's go see it." So sometimes you got to just remind people of what's going on, right?
So partners are great as long as your long-term goals are aligned, which is the lesson here.
Yeah. Yeah. Partnership is a necessity if we want to reach bigger goals. So together, we're clarifying your options, because when your options flow, your wisdom will too.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker